What's going on, everybody? Dialerix TV back with another video, and in today's video we'll be discussing some potential big blockbuster LeBron James trades that the Los Angeles Lakers can make now that it seems as though that the Lakers, from what I've been hearing, conversations about potentially trading LeBron James. I've also been hearing conversations on the internet amongst LeBron James fans, which currently seems like the overwhelming majority that are overpowering Laker fans, okay? But LeBron James fans are quite upset, and they are saying that the Lakers are trash. They're saying that the Lakers aren't worth LeBron James' greatness. They're not appreciating almighty King LeBron James. As a Laker fan myself, we've had to endure this pain for plenty years before LeBron James showed up and decided to put on that Lakers uniform. I truly believe that if LeBron James fans feel as though that the Lakers aren't treating him right, are not bowing down to his feet like the almighty King James that they believe he is, and if they feel that the Lakers aren't surrounding LeBron James with the right talent, despite the Lakers trading their entire young core and a future for Anthony Davis, despite them trading for Russell Westbrook and giving LeBron James everything possible, even the referees, even the commissioner, everything that he asked for. Okay, now emotions aside, I have one serious question that I will pose to you Laker fans or you LeBron James fans, and I would like to hear y'all opinions in the comment section. What is it really that LeBron James still have to prove anymore at this point, being a Los Angeles Laker? Like, ask yourself that. What does he have to prove as a Laker? He's already won a championship. What exactly does LeBron James have to prove? They haven't won a title since 2010. They haven't been to the playoffs, and he's accomplished all of those things with the help of Anthony Davis. So what is left for him to prove? I think that the LeBron James fans should petition and boycott Laker games and let y'all voices be heard. Put your Twitter fingers to work and invade the Lakers Twitter page. Go at Jeannie Buss, go at Rob Pelinka, and demand that the Lakers front office trade your almighty King LeBron James. So here are some potential trade scenarios that the Los Angeles Lakers could make for LeBron James. Trade number one, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, this is obviously a no-brainer, guys. LeBron James is from the city of Akron, Ohio. He's from Cleveland. He will have a deeper connection and love that he has with that city, with that franchise. I think that him winning a championship for that city is much more meaningful than those other 3 rings that he has. Clearly, LeBron James is approaching 40 years old, so in order for him to win, LeBron James will have to sacrifice his game. And when I say that, I'm saying with the Lakers. So if he never sacrifices his game, he's never going to win. So he might as well just go back to Cleveland anyway. And LeBron James is still putting up 30 or more points and averaging his career average. Westbrook can't pad his stats if LeBron James has the ball. Anthony Davis is expected to dominate at the same time while LeBron James pad his stats. LeBron James will forever be loved and appreciated in Cleveland. Los Angeles is just always going to be a Kobe Bryant city. You can never erase, but his son, his family were born in Cleveland, and he wants to play with his son. What better Cinderella story would that be if LeBron James returned home and played with his son Bronny James? I think the Lakers could get Kevin Love for Lauri Markkanen and also Denzel Valentine and some draft picks in return. I think this trade will keep the Lakers in contention and could reunite Russell Westbrook and Kevin Love. Trade number 2. Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks are starving for a championship title, and they haven't been to the NBA Finals in over 64 years. I originally selected the New York Knicks because I knew how iconic and how legendary Madison Square Garden is, and for, that rich history, LeBron James would be a part of that, and his legacy would be a part of that if LeBron James could potentially bring a, title back to that city, which hadn't been done in a very, very long time. But also, it would be bigger for the city of Atlanta, which has become a very popular attraction over the past couple of years. So in this proposed trade, I have the Lakers traded for Trae Young. However, I don't think that the Hawks would accept this trade solely because I think the Hawks view Trae Young as their centerpiece and the future face of their franchise. And I'm almost sure that LeBron James would prefer to play with Trae Young simply because it would be the closest thing to playing with Steph Curry, and LeBron James loves to be surrounded by shooters. So I think if the Lakers could get 2 or 3 first-round picks in the trade and a shooter, not per se that they have to get Trae Young, but I think that as long as the Lakers could still be competitive, they'll make this trade. Trade number 3, Philadelphia 76ers. LeBron James would make history by winning 5 championships on 5 different franchises. They already have a great foundation built there in Philly. This is a team that hasn't won a title since 1983. So this would be the perfect opportunity to carve out yet another mark in history that would be perfect for your legacy. I do think that if him and Daryl Morey can't reconcile their differences, I can't see the 76ers being a possibility for LeBron LeBron James, I have them trading him for Tobias Harris and Seth Curry. Trade number 4, LeBron James to the Chicago Bulls. Now, LeBron James, countless times, has seemed that he's on a mission to try to surpass Michael Jordan. He always say he's chasing that ghost, and this is the same thing that Kobe Bryant was trying to do. Michael Jordan was known as the GOAT, so they were trying to surpass Michael Jordan. You know, this would put LeBron James in position to potentially win his 6th NBA title, something that hadn't been done, you know, for the Bulls since Michael Jordan did it back in 1998. This deal will pretty much be self-explanatory for LeBron James because you're clearly trying to win in a better way than Michael Jordan did it. So what better way to do it than on the Bulls and in a better fashion? Here goes some perfect trade scenarios that the Lakers could make for LeBron James to Chicago. I have the Lakers trading LeBron James for DeMar DeRozan and Vucevic. I think that this will be the perfect deal. So here we are, last but not least, trade number 5, LeBron James to the Phoenix Suns. I think this deal makes sense on so many levels simply because LeBron James' extremely close ties in his relationship that he has with that entire organization. He's best friends with Chris Paul. He's close friends with the general manager. He's also very close friends with Monty Williams as well. So here are the potential trade scenarios. I am very confident that the Phoenix Suns view Devin Booker as their prized possession. He is their Kobe Bryant. So I truly believe that they will be very reluctant to trade Devin Booker. Now, unless the Suns are willing to give us some future first-round picks, I can't see this deal making any sense to the Phoenix Suns. However, Kobe Bryant welcomed Devin Booker, and he was a mentor to Devin Booker. Laker fans will absolutely love Devin Booker because he's clutch and he makes some big time shots, and he is a natural born scorer as Kobe was. So I think this is the only trade that makes sense in my honest opinion. LeBron James isn't in his prime no more. He's 36, he's been injured, and as you can see, he can't carry a team any longer. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.